Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. White? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Cobra a visit? Oh, I see. Mr. Grosberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just that big painting. Mr. Grosberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Wright's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grosberg, I know you and Mr. Wright are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes. And I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Mr. Wright has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This might be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Wright is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of these photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand the defense of Maya because of this. Wright would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Wright will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Yes, and Burger King. The DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sort of code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the request of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grosberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. Let's get moving. It's funny looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grosbeck said there were there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Well, let's examine the shelf, I guess. All the cases Chief ever worked on are filed here. They are in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? J to S. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this? Skip. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here at the end in S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing most of these in pencil. Wright. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. Wright drove them all to... I can use his newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. I told you this game can get serious. Okay, I kind of forgot something, so let's get back to Grossberg and present him the photo, so give it to him, back to him. Sorry sir, I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. I'd better give it back to him. Give him back this photograph. Well, since we know it is Wright and we know he's blackmailed to him, I don't know why he doesn't want to talk. Anyways. Okay. Well, let's go to Blue Corp and... Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not penetrated your sick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Let's present him the clipping. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I would better make this one count. Mr. Wright, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day word got leaked to the press. The very next day he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. Wright, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm White, aren't I? What's the bizarre accusation? Mr. Wong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're Wong. You're Wong, Mr. White. Excuse me. What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered.